you see from a trend perspective that employers are looking at in terms of priorities around what they want to offer their employees? Uh, I mean, for a lot of years, it was all about managing cost. But has anything changed? Are they looking at it differently now?
Well, you're going to hate me for saying or being repetitive that it's still with an eye on cost. I mean, the U.S. healthcare market is an expensive one, particularly on the pharmacy side. When you look at company per capita spend per employee, most of that spend is done, on pharmaceuticals, either employees needing, corrective uh, drugs to help them with something chronic or episodic or just maintenance, well-being. And I've never met a pharma company, and I have friends that work in pharma, so not begrudging them, but a pharma company that could manufacture something to market and sell to help people with their health.
Yeah.
And oftentimes those are life-saving drugs that, are costly. So yes, eyes are still on costs, always seeking to bend the cost curve. But there are new and unique ways of doing so out in the market, particularly with recent legislation that's been passed over the years. Something I won't go too far down the path of, and it's sort of trending in, I would not say popularity, but discerning companies and decision makers considering ideas like this, which is called an ICHRA. So that's
Hmm.
an individual contributor health reimbursement account, part of some of the COVID legislation that was passed in the last couple of years during the pandemic, but allowing companies and through a sort of a third party, administrator arrangement to really fix their healthcare spend by giving employees themselves dollars directly, kind of like a defined contribution plan, kind of like a
Okay.
matching 401k, to actually go out to the market on the individual exchanges in the states in which they live and buy their insurance themselves. So it does offer freedom of choice, at least where choice exists, because some, state exchanges and markets are different than others in terms of the variety of plans, the variety of networks, how well run they are, and what those plans actually cost. But it allows an employer to say per employee, here's what we're going to offer. It's never going to be more or less, at least in that plan year. They can change it over time depending on their budget, and basically hand the steering wheel over to the employees to go buy their health care themselves.